Hey everyone, it's me Higio, I'm back. I hope everyone's doing well today. God damn, it's been a while. 3 months of not uploading, bloody hell. Firstly, quick disclaimer, this video is just gonna be a whole bunch of yapping, so if you f***ing hate people yapping for like several minutes long, please click off this video. This video frankly isn't for you. Especially if one of your bad habits is binge watching Reels, TikTok and YouTube Shorts 24/7. You're probably gonna lose attention in the first 5 seconds for sure. Wow guys, I'm actually so fine. To start off with, I'm gonna address the question that's in the title of this video right now. Where I've been for these past 3 months. A question, by the way, that literally no one fucking asked because I have 8 subscribers on this goddamn YouTube channel. So yeah, if I'm being honest, my mental health got pretty fucked up. Luckily, it wasn't like clinical depression or anything. It didn't go that far or anything, but like, yeah, I went through a lot of mental pretty much. But if I were to go into specifics, oh man, it's been one hell of a long journey. Like, the amount of like spiritual shit I've learned about myself in this entire journey, I might as well write a whole book about it. That's how much there is. And what's crazy is that it's still going, man. It's still going strong. But yeah, that essentially summarizes what I've been going through lately and why I haven't been able to upload as much. Now, the main reason why I actually wanted to make this video was because I've been wanting to get something off my chest for so long. That's just been kind of like stopping me from growing. And it's just the fact that I'm not a perfect guy. I've done some actions that looking back at now are definitely quite deplorable, and like it stemmed from the friendship I had with my old group of people who I recently left because I simply just grew out of it. No hate against them, by the way. I hope they're doing okay in life. But it's just like when I was with them, I would often do like a lot of immature shit with them, and like some of the worst stuff I've ever done was unfortunately, yeah, I ended up using a lot of like racial slurs casually. I've used the N-word, I've used the C-word, and so many other racial slurs that my friends would regularly use. And I'm an Indian person, and that's the whole point of why what I did was bad. But fortunately, while I was with them, I wouldn't use them often, and fortunately I never used those words to hurt or harass people. I'm not saying this to sort of like lessen the impact or anything. Like, the impact is already bad from what I've said, but my point is that I'm just so grateful and fortunate that I didn't do anything worse. Another problem that arose from sort of hanging out with these kind of people was that I ended up developing this overly edgy sense of humor, and I believe it had manifested maybe once or twice in some of my videos, and that's also something I'm not proud of either at all. And like, quite frankly, all these immature behaviors were definitely not who I am, and I definitely was aware that all my behaviors that I've done were emotionally immature at the time, and looking back at it now, I really do think it was because I just simply wanted to fit in. I felt way too different from them to begin with. And yeah, it's just that high school mentality, you know? And that's something I want to talk about in another video. Since then, I've changed, I've taken responsibility without shame, and I've grown. And I just wanted to take this last step of just sharing it with people right now, just so I can get some clarity and closure on this issue. And since then, I've pretty much not contacted my old friend group. And again, it's not that I hate them or anything, it's just they're still the same old people, and like, they haven't really changed much. They're still the same old like edgy kind of, like, emotionally immature kind of people, and that's not who I want to be hanging out with if it means moving forward in a healthy and positive way. the point of sharing this is just so that I can get this off my chest, because another worry I have is that, like, one day these past actions of mine might resurface, and eventually bad things could happen to me in the future because of my past. I'm not seeking for forgiveness, but yeah, like I said, I just want to clarify things with people, not just because I want to move forward in life, but also because in the future, if this channel somehow gets traction and people end up like becoming fans of me, I just want to let you guys know I'm not the perfect guy that you all think I am. Don't idolize me at all, please, guys. Like, if I ever do a face reveal or something, don't expect me to be some like Giga Chad alpha male. I'm just an average guy living an average life, man, and I'm just here on this platform to have fun. And like, I'd really appreciate it if you all can just sort of take that into consideration when watching these videos. The whole reason why I created this channel was just to be myself, have fun, and hopefully entertain others, and of course possibly put people in a happier mood, you know. I'm not really expecting any of that to happen, but I've seen many cases where ironically popular gaming YouTubers and like just popular YouTubers in general, they somehow end up helping a shit ton of people, and they don't even realize it until later. So yeah, another thing I've felt like doing as well, I felt like doing this for like a couple of months or maybe a year now, but I've always wanted to like sort of like start a series where like I'm just real and genuine. I kind of just open up about different experiences and like sort of what I've learned from those experiences and stuff. But like yeah, I'm not expecting that series to help people either, but like I don't know, like if it does, that would be pretty cool, because again, like there's many YouTubers out there right now like Manish Rao, Jack Piggott, and like all those like those genuine real talking YouTubers that have been sort of helping people with their own experiences in their own words. My ultimate goal in life is to contribute to society in a positive and meaningful way by any means necessary. Deep down, I've always wanted to make content, not just because I enjoy content, but also like after hearing those stories from like YouTubers of how they ended up helping people unintentionally, like I just wanted to like sort of like make content to like make people happy and like entertain them too. However, frankly speaking, I don't want to be too positive, you know, because it will create this illusion that my life compared to others is so much better, when in fact it's not. My life is the most average life anybody can conceive of or imagine, and I think it's important for people to know that, because comparison is the thief of joy, man. You shouldn't be comparing your life to others. I know this is cliche, but all you see are the highlight reels. So I think by starting this series of real talk videos, I think people will also look at the negative aspects of my life, and they'll end up feeling much better about themselves. Yeah, maybe they'd be like, oh, maybe my life isn't so bad after all, or like, huh, I guess there's someone else going through the same thing as me, or whatever. So yeah, I know, like, I only have 8 subscribers. I shouldn't be making this kind of video this early on, but like I think it's better to establish that I'm just a normal person and I'm not perfect and stuff beforehand rather than later on, you know, because I think it's important to just have a strong foundation early on in the career, and of course a strong understanding in the purpose of my channel as well. So yeah, also considering that I've been going on this massive spiritual journey where I've learned a lot about myself, my past, who I am as a person, you know, all this kinds of spiritual shit, I figured, hey, this would actually work well as a series of videos, you know, where I sort of like discuss these realizations. So I think for the use of edgy humor in my YouTube channel, what I'll do from now on is I'll try to reduce it as much as I can, and if I use edgy humor in some of my videos, I'm gonna make sure that it's respectful, and of course it's gonna be lighthearted as well. So yeah, pretty much I'm gonna keep using edgy humor, but I'm gonna tone it down a little bit just to make sure I keep things respectful for everybody. I know this is confusing some people because it might sound a bit hypocritical, but like what I was trying to say earlier before was that I'm naturally into edgy and dark humor. It's just that my time with my old friend group ended up overdeveloping that dark and edgy side of me, and it just turned into offensive humor, and that's something I'm not proud of at all. So I've worked on that, I've changed my humor, and I've made sure to be more careful when making dark or edgy jokes from then on. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys very much if you managed to stay this long, and I very much appreciate it. I'll be posting the final episode to our Far Cry 3 playthrough very soon, so stay tuned. Catch you guys later. Have a good one.